Whoa ho ho! All right, we're back, and I guess I can share the Superglue story because it kind of pertains to the muscular dystrophy thing we were just talking about, in a small sense.
Are you talking about the? You were talking about your dreams or whatever.
You be careful now.
What? No.
That's the thing I always think of is the.
What are you talking about?
Talking about what everybody wanted to be when they grew up or whatever, or something like that. and I guess yours made people like really depressed. Because it's something like everyone was talking about that they wanted. You're like, I always just wanted to be able to walk when I.
Did I really say that? When was what class? When was this back in high school?
I'm not sure. This was one that Kiki was in, I guess.
I have no idea.
Might have been a computer class or something.
What do you want to do? What would you like to do when you grow up?
Your world disappeared.
Oh god, I was so bad about it a long time ago. I haven't gotten much better, but I still like to respect myself a tad bit more than I used to. So the Superglue story. Back in high school, I had a computer tech class with Kiki our junior and senior year, and it was 2 periods long, so it was about an hour and a half with a break in the middle somewhere. And during the winter season, it was getting to a point where we were in charge of the light display show that the school would put on that no one would watch or care about. And don't get me wrong, the light show was cool and all, it's just they put it in a really bad area, and I don't know.
It's facing another school,
right?
It's a really tiny road.
It's like a really, it's a cool light show, and they definitely think about, and they sync up music with it and everything, and they make it like a decent show, but it's an inconvenience to go out of your way to drive the 2 minutes to barely get a glimpse of the whole show. And I mean, who parks for a light show? But anyway. So the class was there setting up, or was in charge of setting that up, and he would have the class me and Kiki were in walk out to behind our school all the way out to the football field, because around there is where they were working on setting it up, and because it was a decent amount of a walk, I just kind of asked my teacher if I could hang back and continue watching our learning videos or whatever, and he said, yeah, that's fine. You know, luckily for me, a lot of teachers, most teachers anyway, were very accommodating. Half the time it was probably because they had to be, but still. So I get a drink every day from that vending machine, or I got a drink every day from that vending machine, and it had a decently large screw cap, and kind of like a Gatorade bottle almost.
Yeah.
And I also, because of the MD thing, I would have a pass to leave class at like 5 minutes earlier than everyone else, so that I would have the extra time to walk from class to class and not be late. So I would usually buy my drink at that time, go in, to the classroom, set my drink and my stuff down, go to the bathroom, come back. And during those days where they would go out there and look at it, it would just be like me and maybe 1 or 2 other people in the classroom. Even the teacher wouldn't be there. So by the time I got back to the bathroom, people had usually already started walking. And so I get back, I sit down, and I tried to open my drink, and I was like, man, this is kind of tough. But I hadn't tried to open it yet. And so I was like trying to open it for a minute. I was like, wow, this one's really tight. So I had a couple other people try to open it, and I can't remember if I finally got it open or if someone else finally got it open. But I took a drink, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if it was like the temperature. Oh crap, stuff's happening now. I'm out in the darkness, fighting the darkness. But I don't know if it was like the difference of texture or the temperature change of my lips hitting the rim of the bottle and me drinking the liquid, but all of a sudden I noticed this like weird crystallization just all over the rim and all over the lid, and then I kind of felt my mouth and I was like, what the fuck is this all over my mouth? And you know, having not necessarily gotten to a point in life where I needed to ask that question, That was a bad one. I'm sorry. God, I can't hit worse shit. Oh my lord. Oh yeah, it's because I don't have the keyblade. God, I'm standing here swinging at nothing, just talking about ingesting superglue. Okay, so yeah, basically, I'm like, this is weird. Is this like glue or something? And so I had to go to the nurse, and it sucks because Kiki was the one that glued my cap shut, and he did it because he thought that I was going outside with him that day, and he thought I'd already started walking, so he did it, and by the time I got back to the classroom, he had just done it and started walking out, so it hadn't dried yet, which is why I couldn't originally see it
The door is open, Sora.
when I finally got the bottle
Now we can
open,
go to the outside world.
and so I totally ingested a little bit of super glue.
Kyrie's coming with us.
And I went
Once we
to
step
the
through,
nurse,
we might not be able to come
and
back.
they're pretty much like,
We may never see
yeah,
our parents again. There's no turning
I mean,
back.
don't do that again.
Yeah, that's
This may
fair.
be our only chance.
But-
And
Can't let fear stop
as far
us.
as helping you now,
I'm not
I
afraid of the
mean,
darkness.
you know, we got some paper towels in a sink if you want to wipe that off. I was like, I mean, is this gonna be dangerous for me to just sit here, having ingested super glue? And she was like, I mean, it's, you know, you got an hour left until you get out of here. You might want to stop by I'm not gonna. You might want to stop at the doctor's office in town. I was like, okay, thanks for the studently concern. I'll make sure I keep you updated. But Kiki ended up getting out of school suspension for like a week for that, and I kept telling, you know, our teacher, I was like, you know, please, like, don't get him in trouble. He was just kidding, and he obviously didn't mean for me to like ingest that. Oh crap! But yeah, he totally super glued my mouth shut, and then ever since then, you and God, anyone else that just, you know, likes to say that I have a fetish for eating super glue.
And to really add a little, depending on your view of it, in my opinion, like icing to the cake, and yours maybe insult to injury. The principal, when we were talking with Kiki, was like, the principal was talking to Kiki, asking what was why did he do that, all this kind of stuff, and Kiki said, but he didn't figure Zach would drink it anyway, and the principal's like, yeah, that's kind of on him for that.
Okay. Oh god, that made me so mad. I literally couldn't see it. And Kiki's defense was like, I mean, if it was that hard to open, you should have known something was going on. I was like, bullshit. You're telling me that you've never gotten something out of a vending machine that you just couldn't get open and had to hand to someone else. Like, you're gonna ask the kid with MD, since we're talking about it, why he's not strong enough to open a fucking bottle.
You're just like, dude, I could barely stand up today. Like,
oh my god, I can see it now. The title of this episode's gonna be Zach Eats Super Glue. Or the Great Super Glue Ingestion.
that'll probably save me time trying to think of one. That was like the first 8 minutes of this episode.
Right, I guess it's fair. I don't know, at least I gotta tell a story that was somewhat mildly interesting.
Yeah. How many people do you know that eat super glue? I mean,
You know,
one.
I can't give that information, that's sensitive information. But I will say we have a club that meets on the corner of 5th and Marion.
Is that one that people huff?
Just don't forget your plastic bag.
Okay.
I just said plastic bag, but it should probably be paper. I couldn't imagine anyone
Should it?
would be. Yeah.
Well, I figured maybe it
I
was
mean,
the
at least that's the way it
reaction
is in all of like the, you know, movies and TV, anything you see of people like huff paint or glue out of like a paper bag. Because I'm assuming a plastic bag would either break or there's
I was figuring,
ironically too much chemicals.
you know how some of the higher quality ones kind of like melt and stuff together. There's
Yeah.
Like yeah. So I was figuring maybe it was like a reaction with that plastic that made it huffable, I guess.
I don't know. I've never huffed anything. I've never really seen the appeal to it.
Yeah. Plus, you can get that insta death.
Right.
Sora.
Have you heard of crocodile? It's a drug.
I thought they called it crocodile. If it's the one, I think so. The one
I'm
that
pretty
like
sure they
peels
call it
your skin
crocodile.
open.
I
Or
think
it, like-
they call it crocodile, but yeah, it basically, I don't even remember.
Because that was one that it was a real bad mix of incredibly intense stuff.
Yeah, it's so bad apparently that, and I've seen videos of it and stuff. It eats away your skin, like it's I don't know, 3 or 4 times progressed brown recluse bite or something. I mean, it just zombifies your skin, just falls out, and gets really gross, and
Yeah, you get big like fissures.
it's pretty instant death.
Yeah, people started. There was like a period of time, especially when we were in high school, where people started getting into some crazy stuff. That and what spice?
I swear, I've never tried spice, but 2 of my best friends, who I will not name, have both had really bad experiences with the one time they tried spice and ended up in the hospital. I think both of them ended up, I know one of them did end up in the hospital. I know the other one at least blacked out and ended up somewhere else completely on the other side of town and didn't remember anything that had happened. And it's, you would think that, you know, people who enjoy smoking marijuana would know that synthetic is probably not gonna be that much better for you.
Yeah.
The whole idea is just crazy to me anyway, like synthetic. Like why would you need to make something like that? I don't really want to use the word synthetic because that's kind of just saying the same thing, but I also don't want to say I don't know. I think you're trying to. I think that you and maybe other people can maybe understand what I'm getting at. I can't talk at all.
But also, don't do drugs unless they're the legal kind. In which case, do them
True.
responsibly.
Yeah, we don't advocate drug use. We're just, I don't know. We like to talk about life and the real things we see and experience through other people.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
maybe we ought to go find
and even the
Leo.
legal ones, man, people go a little far with that.
Oh, Donald,
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
I bet you that,
Yeah, like
what do I
I remember the year meth became legal. 1870-12.
It was a good year.
Yeah, I remember the war of the war of the Reebok tribe.
This isn't a dream.
The war of the car tires was a good year.
The war of the goats.
Do you know where we are? Hey!
Why would you ask a dog a verbal question?
I mean, he's in a different world. He doesn't know what's up.
This is totally weird. I'm in another world. I never thought it was possible, even though I was just gonna sail to my death to try to find a different world like 24 hours ago. Alright, yeah, I think the first thing I need to do is go talk to a certain character that some people may or may not know.
His name is Sid.
Oh, it's only a kid. I'm not a kid, and the name's Sora. Okay, simmer down now, simmer down. So why the long face, Sora? You lost or something? No, well, maybe. Where are we? Huh? Where are we? I don't. Huh? Traverse Town. So, Gramps, is this really another world? Don't call me Gramps, name's Sid, dadgummit, I reckon. Anyway, not sure what you're talking about, but this sure ain't your island, son.
Oh, it's suspicious that he knows about Sora's Island.
Right? Guess I'd better start looking for Riku and Kairi.
It's
Well, good luck with whatever it is you're doing.
It's Ansem in disguise.
If you ever run into trouble, you come to me. I'll look out for you. Alright. Let's chat. If you can't find your buddies, I'll take care of you. I'll be your daddy.
That is a...
I'll take you on grocery shopping trips, and you can help me polish the jewelry that I don't sell. Watch, you're going to come back, and this case is still going to be full.
There was a question about Zolo in One Piece. Do you watch One Piece or read it?
It's been so long since I've watched One Piece, and I know now there's close to 1,000 episodes.
I think it's like 850-ish. But yeah, they had a question about it because Zolo wears the sash.
Right.
And it's like the same as what Sid has. And I guess it's associated with old men. And I didn't know that, but I guess... I mean, Sid's an old man, I guess.
Oh, who the fuck?
Oh, screw that
Fuck
guy.
you!
Oh yeah, we'll cut it. We'll see ya. Have a good night, or day, or afternoon.
Oh my god, he fucking fell! He